Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? Well, it is Sunday, and that means, of course, I need to look in this virtual mirror and talk about my financial goals. One of the things that has always been important to me is having goals. It is something that I have been uniquely good at when I ran sales teams. This is how goals work in my mind. You take your goal, whether it's quota, if you're in sales, maybe it's a financial goal for buying a house, whatever it is, you take that goal, you put it on the side. Then what you do is you take the different components that make up that goal and you kind of work backwards. And then what you do is you break down each goal into its little subcomponents and then you track, track. As you will see in this example, and you can go back on the playlist and look every Sunday. We do this every Sunday together. I share with you what's going on. The spreadsheet that I'm about to pull up, you can see is broken into 13 weeks, which is once a quarter. That's how my life works. And you can look at the bottom of the page. You can actually go back and look at past quarters because every 13 weeks, I give myself a chance to reset, read, and discuss what is important. And then we break it down. What I thought I would do this time, besides just going over the numbers, I thought we would talk about the sections and really what they should tell you, why this section is there, why it's important, and then we can talk about you. What could be your goals? Not only the end all be all goal, but what can you do each week to start achieving that? So without further ado, let's share my spreadsheet again, nothing fancy. But when you look at this spreadsheet, it really should tell you something. First and foremost, again, I do this every Sunday. Having a goal is almost irrelevant to me. What you need to have is a goal that you can track and you can have consistency on. And most importantly, you can share the results. It is the sharing of the results that become important. Back when I was running teams and they had $1 million quotas, we would almost never talk about the quota. We would talk about the little chunks making it up. We would talk about the activities in each section. And then the output is you blow away your number. My team in the past would always get a number, call it 5, call it 50, call it 500 million. And what we would do on day one of the new fiscal year is we would talk about doing 10, 100, or $1 billion. We would always talk about what to do 2x. And that was how the team ran. So what you can see in this particular spreadsheet about my life, my business, helping you is step one, health. For someone who's approaching 50, I need to understand that, health is wealth. In order for me to be around and help you every single day for the next 50 years, I need to be healthy. Again, some of the things I'm proud of is we've been doing daily financial news live at 7:30 for over a year now. You can go back and look at different dates. Pick a date, go back and look it up. I wish more people would do that because, again, I produce daily financial news that is that morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. YouTube entertainers are going for clickbait and all of that stuff, but we talk about what's going on in the morning. If that interests you, subscribe, hit the notification, and you'll get invited to those 7:30 a.m. discussions. But this first one is health. For me, it's twofold, as it probably should be for all of us. I need to keep moving, right? So for me, that's 30 minutes a day. Could be something vigorous like barbells or running or something. And then fasting, right? I saw some tremendous fasting benefits way back here. If you go to the bottom of the screen, back between December 1st and the 29th, you can see that fasting really shook it up and I lost 6 pounds in 1 week, actually. Wow. So I need to do a little bit better at that. But again, goals are goals and sometimes you don't achieve them. Don't lie, report the negative things. So I have not been doing very well on my fasting. Next up, I'm spending a lot of time trying to grow the brand of one rental at a time. There's a book, there's a course, there's a podcast, there's a YouTube channel, there's Instagram. I'm doing this because I'm using it as a measure to see if the message is working. One rental at a time is special. It works for all of you. It's not some big, thing that you got to go buy $1 million house or you got to go buy something cheap or you got to buy multiple units. One rental at a time works for all of you. So this week, we once again exceeded our 20,000 views on YouTube. I'm very happy. That's 2 weeks in a row. We're trying. Let's see if it continues. We continue to stay above the podcast. I will likely change this goal. I'm thankful now, looking at all 7 weeks, we've exceeded the 12,000 listens. Just so it's clear, my podcast is nothing original, just so you know. It's there in case you like to listen versus watch. Everything comes off of YouTube. I am like a hammer. I just keep putting out original content. On to subscribers. Once again, we exceeded 10,000. Yay for us. That is great. Let's keep going. But we finally exceeded, actually, it's the second time we exceeded our goal of 150. We did a peak of 181 this week. And then Instagram. Instagram was a little light this week. I like to do 50 a week. We only did 38. Right. So again, I'm trying to grow my brand. That's why that's there. Next, I have an office building in Fresno. It's called The Hub. I'm using it to attract wholesalers, flippers, real estate investors who want to collaborate and do great things. First and foremost, as you'll see at line 3 in that section, I have 3 offices empty. I have done a piss poor job of trying to fill them. Just the reality. I need to do better. If you're in Fresno and want to be a part of it, I got 3 spots. Let's talk. As for the business, I need to buy some stuff, but it is really hard. See, it's hard for me, just like it is hard for you. Didn't write any offers in the MLS. There's nothing that made sense. I did look at one off-market deal that came via my network, but it was priced too high. As for marketing, we've just done that one campaign, which reminds me I need to check in and see how it's going. I need to take that action item. Let me take that. There we go. We have 4 properties ready to sell. Everything is slow right now. We got 4 properties to sell, 3 to investor via pride of ownership, and then 1 to an owner occupant. We are trying that model. And then we are trying to buy. We really are trying to buy something. But I know my numbers. I won't overpay. I don't need to lose money. I don't need to keep my team busy. One of the things that's interesting, because I don't have employees, I never will, is I don't have to do skinny deals. I just let those skinny deals go by. Some people do deals just to keep their contractors busy. I don't have to do that. I won't do that. Next up, I've added this column really is there for you, but to really remind me that my roots, really understand what needs versus wants are. I'm willing to do whatever it is a need, if it's a need. And just so we're clear, and I said this very early on, need for me includes eating out. It's one thing we like, although we're actually not eating out. Now we're getting delivery, but that it's not included in that. Some of you may include that. I am not. It's my spreadsheet, my rules. As for unique things, finally did something. Olivia liked an old show called Royal Pains. We actually just watched the entire 8 seasons, I think it is. And we did that over the course of a month or 6 weeks or something. But again, we completed it. I thought I should put it down. For me, these unique events, you really should be travel and something else fun. But we, meaning Olivia, is a little nervous. So we are staying home a lot, and it's starting to drive me crazy, but it's okay. And then finally, you can see the big section for me is instilling belief and hope and really helping. I produced 46 original videos this week. That's pretty impressive. Again, all of my stuff is live, non-edited. More than half of these were just straight YouTube lives, no editing. The other ones were Zoom interviews that I record and post just like this one. Again, no editing. I am a little disappointed in the daily financial news. I would love to see those get over 1,000 views. Right now, looking back at it over the period, the most we've done is 850. Folks, these are the daily financial news. These are things that are happening every day. This is your money. This is investing. That's the one you should check out. Peak video for the week, we've got 1710. Is that the best so far? Yep, that is the best so far. That was really a discussion with Jonathan Twomley about the crash is not going to happen in single family, but yet in multifamily. That was a great, great video. Lucky enough to be interviewed on a podcast this week. Those are precious for me. So if you have a podcast, know of a podcast, please make an introduction. I believe the one rental at a time needs more airtime and on more platforms. Uh, Amazon. As you know, I have a book, One Rental at a Time. It's really what started my journey down this path of inspiring and helping, simply writing or documenting my story post Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And we're up to 295 five-star reviews. I'm hoping to get to 300 next week. Who are going to be the next 5 Amazon reviews? Help me out. That would be wonderful. Happy to say we got over 100 Audible reviews. We're now at 103. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not quite 5, but let's celebrate the success. We have 103 5-star reviews on Audible. Happy to say students are interested in the course. I have talked about it a little bit more this week, which again, last week I owned that. It was totally my mistake. It's the best thing I've done. It's life-changing. It is going to help lots and lots of new investors. But if you don't talk about it, they don't know about it. So we had 8 students sign up either for the free or paid course. This week was really dominated by the paid course. That's the one that's game-changing. People like it. People love it, actually. But most importantly, I want you to know there is a Facebook group you can join, and I give live mentoring every Saturday. This is not something I plan to do, but it's something I want and need to do if I want to help people move forward. So if you sign up for the course, all the videos are worth the price of admission at $199, but you will get to talk to me 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes every Saturday at 9 o'clock because it is important for me to answer your questions. And most importantly, the videos are right there on Facebook. You can go back and look at the history. Next up, the hats. I am greatly disappointed. I would have thought these hats sold more. It's the One Rental at a Time logo right off the book. But we've only sold 1 hat in 7 weeks. I don't know. Maybe take it down. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think it cost me $30 on Shopify just to have an account. So if we're not using it, it's not happening. T-shirts, hats, I should close it. And then charity. Again, I've done a video in the last, 5 or 6 days talking about good karma. If you haven't seen it, search it, check it out. But I am going to be doing some bigger things because of that video. I've already donated $400. This particular organization wanted some books of mine. So I know they only asked for 20 books, but I went ahead and sent them 100. I sent them 100 books, and that cost me about $400 getting them at the author's price. So again, I am going to do some bigger things. On that front, if you're a high school or something and you are looking to do some financial education and you want to get some books for school kids, let's talk. I want to really help young folks have a different understanding of what investing and all of that is. So at the end of the day, that is my week. Again, what does that story tell you? Well, it should tell you that I'm trying to stay healthy. I am trying to grow my personal business. I'm trying to figure out all this social media stuff. And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you every week, every day. But more importantly, goals. Too many people talk about goals, but they don't break them down. Financial goals are meant to be broken down. You want 5,000 in cash flow? Well, how are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? What are you going to do? It's not only I need 10 units at 500 each. Talk about how you're going to get the 10 units. Well, in order to get 10 units, I need to write 40 offers. In order to write 40 offers, I need to look at 100 homes. In order to look at 100 homes, I need to do this, 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 and this. You have to back into it. You have to break it down. So at the end of the day, that's my goals. I will publish this later today, and I want you to have a wonderful day. Let's have a great week. And the daily financial news, 7:30 tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, like, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.